Drive-Thru City, written and illustrated by Marvin Jeff King.
Hurry! The book is about to start! And no, we're not lost. The time has come to move. We'll miss home, such a pity. But Ampleberg is an old view, so it's time for the new and the pretty. We say onward to the fast life of Drive-Thru City! Now I've heard many a word, how their bustle is absurd, that time flies like a rocket, that this pace is preferred, where all that is done on the go, just fast, not slow. The efficiency of the citizens is definitely unheard. Any place is better than the place we are from, where people move like snails and boredom prevails, and the playgrounds and restaurants are just a forgettable ho-hum. Now I can barely contain my excitement, my desire, so I'd like to arrive before my bubblegum expires. But as my dad said, the not there sign blinks red. Are we there yet? I am unable to inquire. But before I could discover, my eyes tried to stutter. Destination is here? I peered out the window, and then it was clear. My sister in awe, dwarfed by the sign that shone near. Aha! Welcome to Drive-Thru City, the sign towered above her. We had breakfast, but our lunch was empty. Fixing our hunger with fast food was tempting. We all say, rush, rush, rush. Here, it's everyone's mood. We need to find a drive-thru to get us some food. On a corner conveniently housing a fast food place, Dad steered the ship wildly to the line like a race. The air smelled fried, decipher scents I tried, order my food with a toy I implied, until I filled my face. It's a wonderful thing to eat in place while we drive, save time when we arrive. It must be the greatest invention of our proud human race. But wait! My dad grabbed his jaw and said something ached quite a bit. To continue driving he may be unfit. My dad says, rush, rush, rush. We had lunch, we had breakfast. It's now time to find me a drive-thru dentist. We pulled into the lane of the dentist drive-thru. My dad stuck his head out the window with his mouth wide too. The dentist appeared from his cave-like abode, with tools in his hands and drills that explode your teeth into bits. Your lips do the splits. It's quite hard, I admit. And when the work was complete, I just sighed with relief, as if the work was done on my own clattering teeth. Then out of the blue my sister complained. My hair has been a mess, she persistently explained. My sister says, rush, rush, rush. A hair emergency, come on. It's now time to find me a drive-thru hair salon. The car entered the portal of Reina's salon. It was fancy. They served hairy-headed babies to grandpas and grannies. The scissors flew out as the car went down its route. And then I knew this wasn't about candy. But the air smelled sweet until she stuck out her feet for a pedicure to complete the finale. Mom pulled out her wallet to pay them the fee. Money doesn't grow on trees, she preached like a prophet, but in her quaint wallet was a coupon or two. It expired today for $1 tofu. My mom says, rush, rush, rush. Take advantage of this bargain. It's now time to find a drive-thru supermarket. The car rolled inside what looked like a maze in a dome. This was definitely different than the grocery at home. Mom scanned and she clicked at the goods that she picked. My request for cookies she did predict. She had known. And when the shopping had concluded, like a dying cyclone, my dad had alluded to my ailing hip bone. that I needed a replacement around my hip, that despite my young age I must internally equip. A socket and ball? Am I not too small for them to install? I'd like this to be the end of the trip. I am no longer in thrall. I would cry and I would bawl and I would abandon ship. But my dad says, rush, rush, rush. This is risky and it's urgent. We need to get my son to a drive-through. Surgeon! Within the medical zone, a long building stood alone. Their degrees were all shown on a sign that was neon. I climbed through the sunroof like a bird I would have flown, as I told them this was something I did not agree on. Like a suitcase, I was strapped to the black roof rack. As the doctor came out, he was ready to attack. With a scalpel in one hand and something else sharp on the other, another crept up behind with a mask ready to smother. Cut me loose or forever gone is your charming young brother. My sister did hear that my end might be near, but my parents seemed to be distracted. But my hips I love so, and to be cut is my fear. I can't bear to have anything implanted or extracted, oh dear. But before I could blink, or allow a thought to think, I started to feel myself sink. It was weird. My sister was trying, as my parents were complying, to pull me back through as they grabbed a leg and a shoe. I guess it appeared that their help volunteered, and their conscience was crying as I was defying ultimate doom in this makeshift operating room, while my heart went kaboom like overeaten legumes. Then my lungs made a gasp from the mask that had fumes. I got back in my seat as my dad's feet hit the pedal. The doctors did not like defeat. I repeat, they don't settle. But all they could do was wave their fists in the air. In a town like this, you just have to beware. Which is why I have to admit, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but home. To our hometown we have returned, and our lesson had been learned. But concern is the feeling that spread. The climax had concluded, and our fun now seems diluted. But had boredom really polluted our heads? Nonsense! We should go to a drive-through movie instead, I proclaimed like a leader. I meant drive-in movie theater.
If you enjoyed this book, please review it on Amazon. Thank you. One review can go a long way. Where should we go next?